Hey guys, I've got some good news. I was on eBay the other day and the button top eFest IMR 14500 700 milliamp batteries are back on there. Alright, and yeah, the flat tops will work that are on there. They're a little more expensive and you just have to bend one of your battery, or one or both of your battery tabs out depending on if you're running 3 or 6. Another thing that came in the mail the other day was this. And this is going to solve my problem of this being floppy on this plastic rail. A lot of you guys don't realize, but there is a dovetail rail on blackbirds, bumblebees, and the classic drows. And what I have here is a riser with just another Picatinny rail on it. So what I plan on doing is removing this rail, and then I'll have this aluminum one in its place. That'll give me a nice solid surface for this fake hug scope. I'll also leave a link for that down below. Now if you're wanting to remove your top rail, I should mention that these screws right here, they don't screw into the frame. There's actually a little nut on the inside of the frame that holds them in, so you do have to take your gun apart to get to those nuts. So at this point in disassembly, if you're lucky enough to have your wires long enough, you can spread the gun apart wide enough to get to that screw and that screw if you take your barrel off. Now, when you take your barrel off, it sits in the gun like so. Your barrel comes through the frame, then it goes through these two shim washers and then screws in to your barrel nut. So when you take your barrel off, the barrel nut and those two washers will be free. And when you go to put it back together, this is the bottom of it, and it sits in there like so. That bottom fits into a space in the frame to keep it from turning while you're screwing the barrel in. So with the solenoid cover off, you just put that nut in there and hold it in with your pinky and then screw your barrel back in. So there are our two nuts that hold the top rail on. And every single one of these I've seen from the factory come with these loose. So that's one of the first things I do when I build a gun is tighten up those two nuts. Another tip for you when you go to put this back on, have your power switch in this part of the housing, in the housing cover. Because if you don't, if you have it in the bottom part of it and you try to put this over it, there's a good chance that you're going to break that spring. Here's just a little bit better view of the way your barrel nut goes in with the washers. Now comes the barrel. Okay, so we have our adapter rail on here. Our Weaver to Picatinny adapter. I'm going to leave links for all this stuff down below in case you want to do that. But that's what it looks like with nothing on it. And here we have our fake hog. And if I didn't mention, this is a quick detach riser for that platform up there. But, you know, I don't think it looks quite as good as having it mounted right there. But these fake hog scopes, they've got like 1.5 inch eye relief. So that puts it right back there where it needs to be. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. Later.